Actually, Mahaprabhu given us that Mahamantra. It is coming down from the Goloka Vrindavan. Mahamantra Mukti Goloka Vrindavan, we can see the power of Krishna. Really, Krishna appeared in form of Harinam Mahamantra. Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhu both expressed this way. The non-different Krishna is Harinam. Oh hey Hari, Hare Krishna Nam, Chidanandam Mitadham, Jaya Jaya Harinam, Chidanandam Mitadham, Padatapta Ukkhara Akar. Padatapta means Supreme Personality of Godhead. He appeared for the distribute of his divine mercy, causeless mercy, to this mundane world in form of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And other Yuga, Satyaju, Tretaju, Dwaparju, and Kali-yuga, 4 A's, divided by the rishis. In the Satyayuga, they are also Mahamantra, that is Narayana Para Veda, Narayana Para Akshara, Narayana Para Shanti, Para Mukti, Narayana Para Gati. This is Mahamantra in Satyayuga. All the Veda means Vedas, they are showing the worship to Narayan. And Narayan is in Satyayuga Supreme Personality of God. Narayana Parakshara, Narayana Paramukti, and who will worship Narayan, he will get the real liberation. And Narayana Paragati, and service of Narayan, that is the supreme goal of life. This is the meaning of the mantra. Anyhow, Satyayuga mantra, Mahamantra is Narayana Paraveda, Narayana Parakshara, Narayana Paramukti, Narayana Paragati. And Tretayuga's mantra is that Rama Narayananantam, Mukunda Madhusudana, Krishna Keshava Pansare, Hare Vaikuntha Bhava. And Dwaparjuga Mahamantra, Hare Murare Madhugaita Bhare, Gopal Govinda Mukunda Gaure, Jagdesha Narayana, Krishna Vishnu, Vyasvaya Mangaladisha. But all the Judas people have some facility and also they have some qualification. They can worship, they can serve, and they have got they have got some auspicious nature, Shakti nature. But in Kali-yuga, here actually religion broken his 4 legs. 3 legs broken before. And after starting the Kali-yuga, in the time of Parikshit Maharaj, you read in Srimad Bhagavatam, the Kali also wants to break 1 leg on the of the bull, dharma, in form of dharma, religion. And that also wants to break the Kali. And that is the position of Kali-yuga. But Kali Sabhajayantajja, Gunamkya Shalo Bhagana. All the yugas have some facility. Ages. Yuga means age. Have some facility to worship. But in the Kali-yuga, there is really all the mlecha, actually. Mlecha means who not will follow the directives of the Vedas. Who not will follow the directives of Vedas. And here also Varnashram Dharma already broken. Guru Maharaj given some idea about Varnashram Dharma. That is, Varnashram means proper adjustment of religion. That is the Varnashram Dharma. The proper adjustment only can give us Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, no other religion can give it. In Kali-yuga, when we see in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvarna Maya system, Gunakarma Vibhagasa, the Maya system, Chaturvarna, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, these four varna, it is created by myself and through the rishis. But now in Kali-yuga that Varnashram already gone. All men, mostly they have got tendency of Shudra and Mlech. But there are also many auspicious souls living. And their nature, somebody's nature like Brahman, somebody's nature like Kshatriya. But perfect Brahman and Kshatriya we cannot see in the Kali-yuga. That is, there are more qualification of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. We can see in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, they are divided away, shown us. The Shakti Prakriti, nature of Sattvagun, nature of Rajagun, nature of Tamagun, who is holding, he is holding that caste actually. But it's now come, this caste come by generation, and it is not possible to hold that real caste through generation. Then only hope in the Kali-yuga, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Iva Kevalam, Kalu Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Kotirana. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see one sloka, Kaler Dosha Nidhe Rajan, Asti Cheko Mahan Viva, Kirtana Deva Krishnasya, Mukta Bandha, Parang Bhaji. Kalis have all the bad qualities. Nature, Kali's nature, all is bad quality. That is, Kali dosha nidhe. Nidhe means ocean of badness, bad quality. This Kali-yuga, people will hold that nature. But here is little different. We can say this way, when we are telling this man is Shakti, who is holding the Shaktagun, that means he is holding Shaktagun 60%, and Rajagun 20%, and Tamagun 20%. Maybe Rajagun 25%, Tamagun 15%. But he is not purely Shakti. But we have recognized that person, he is Shakti, he is Rajasic, who is Tamasic, this way. But everybody has some bad quality and more bad quality some. Who is holding Tamagun 60%, we can tell him he is Tamasic. Anyhow, this quality of auspiciousness in the Kali-yuga we cannot see so many. Few of the people can hold it and they very খুব কম সংখ্যা.
Very few. Very rare to find.
Very rare to find, actually. But why the Satyayuga people, the Kali-yuga people, they are very anxious to take part in the Kali-yuga? And here facility is very much facility to practice Krishna consciousness. And they are getting that knowledge, and through that knowledge they can get liberation very quick. Not only that, through that Krishna consciousness, they can get their own Swarupa
Form.
Their own form, original form. The service, original form in the service world. And that comes in the Kali-yuga. That is, Srimad Bhagavata said, Kalir dosha nidhi rajan astihi eko mahan guna. And eko mahan guna means one very good, super quality. Good means quality.
Virtue.
Virtue. Virtue. In Kali-yuga, Kirtana deva Krishnasya muktavandha param vruje. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is Krishna Kirtan. Kirtana deva Krishnasya. Krishna Kirtan means chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is Kali-yuga Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And chanting this Mahamantra, they are getting real liberation. What is the real liberation? Mukti nitta annatharupam swarupena bhavasti. Annatharupam means liberation from this mundane environment. When he is getting his own form in the service world, that is real mukti. Mukti nitta annatharupam swarupena bhavasti. Otherwise, mukti is infinite, like Shankaracharya's mukti. Shankaracharya, he said, jiva soul getting liberation, that means merging into the Brahma. And Brahma have no power, nirakar, nirvishesh, and nishakti. Brahmas have no quality, no form, and no power. And actually, it is cheating to the people by the Lord Shiva. Lokan mad vimukhan kuru. This information we are getting from the scriptures. Lord Vishnu or Krishna said to Lord Shiva, they will come quick chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and they will get real liberation through that. But it is not so good. Without service, they will come to me, and that not will be good for them also. Then you try to,
Turn them away. distract.
One kind of cheating,
Deviate.
actually. It is. Shankaracharya's mukti. Then it is not possible to think who is creator of this universe, he has no power. Which way we can think? It is general consciousness. Sadharan can. Who is creating everything and he has no power to create. Who will believe? First thing. And we need happiness, we need ecstasy, we need love, beauty, reality, and Nirakas, Nirvishes, Nishakti position, all they are demolished away, going, and it is not real mukti. That is Shastra said, the scripture said, mukti rita annatha rupam sarupena bhavasthiti, that is real mukti. Annatha rupam means in this mandatory environment, here always going plane of dedication, plane of renunciation and exploitation, plane of exploitation. From this plane of exploitation, when we are getting relief, after that we have one form and we can engage ourselves in the service to the Lord. And that is the real mukti. Chaitanya Charitamrita said, Jivet Swarupai Krishna Nityadas. Nityadas means all the jiva souls have right to go to Krishna Loka and service to Krishna. That's their birthright. Krishna Nityadas. Nityadas means birthright. They have. And actually, 99.9% jiva souls are going when they are come out from the Tatastha Shakti, marginal plane. But they have some qualities like Krishna, and that is 50%, 50 kind of qualities in the jiva soul, and bindu bindu tayakoti, that is maybe very tiny jiva soul. Jiva souls, some explanation given in the scriptures. Balagra satavadasya satadha kalpitasya cha bhava jiva sabhigya swachanam dayakal. One hears 1,000 divided one here. If we divide 1,000 ways, then that potency is very tiny. But there is willing, feeling, thinking, and that is transcendental. Eternal. That is eternal. Nitya sarvagata sthanu ajaloyam sanatana. Sanatana means eternal. And nitya. Then jiva souls have existence, eternal existence. And that is, they have eternal existence, then they have some qualities. And qualities, what is that? They have willings, they have feelings, and they have thinkings. They can do with that anything. Krishna has given them freedom. And why freedom? We have got some freedom. And why given that freedom? We have tongue, senses. That tongue, through the tongue, we can taste many things. Maybe bitter, maybe sweet, maybe ecstasy, maybe sour. Many things we can taste through our tongue, and that sense act in the tongue. It is freedom, one kind of freedom of tongue. The jiva souls have freedom that he can choose his service to Krishna. For that Krishna given to jiva soul the freedom. But when it is misused by the jiva soul, that is creating the problem. Misused, it is unfortunately misused. First, when misused, when they misused it. Very unfortunately, that is Krishna is full reality and like light, sunlight. And when reality is beautiful and like sunlight. And when jiva souls coming out from the marginal plane, 99.9% they are going almost to the Vaikuntha Loka. And they have some capacity, can go many higher. Vaikuntha means very big circle, that is Vigata Kuntha Chasma, that is very big circle, and they are free choice, they can serve many of the avatars, many things are there. And they are doing that. But unfortunately, the shadow and illusionary environment, when few jiva souls looking at, and it is possible in the wave, millions and billions the jiva souls coming out from the marginal plane. Few of them, they are looking the Maya, and that is illusionary environment. And jiva souls have potency, and that is chinmay potency, eternal potency. Transcendental potency, when jiva souls, that potency, when looking the Maya, immediate coming, তার মনে আসে যে আমি একে ভোগ করতে পারি, I can enjoy this environment. Immediate come, that is unfortunately. Anadi Bahirmu, this word used in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then Maya also binding the jiva souls with her illusion. But Krishna, very merciful, he wants to rescue that jiva soul from that environment, but not interfering their freedom that is given. It is already given. When given once, not will take back that. This is nature of goodness. Then Krishnas have that nature, and he is not taking back that freedom from the jiva soul, but he need, if they will get good association, their lives fulfillment, they will get it. That is the desire of Krishna. And Krishna also searching that jiva soul. And for rescue of that jiva souls, he is sending sometimes his associates, sometimes himself coming in this mundane world, sometimes showing his pastimes, and through that he is taking in Krishna Loka many of the jiva souls. That is wave going of devotion. Many wave also whole universe, transcendental and mundane universe. There are many waves always round. Wave, no? Waves. And mood of service. All the waves have mood of service. But here also, the prison house, why we are putting someone guilty person in prison house for correction to him. And that way, here also some punishment coming to the jiva soul, and Krishna wants to make correct that way, but not interfering about their freedom. This is our position in Mandela. And it is desire of Krishna. He needs us. তিনি আমাদেরকে চান মানে এখান থেকে তুলে তার নিজের ইয়েতে নিজ ধামেতে সেবা দেওয়ার আকাঙ্ক্ষা কৃষ্ণের নিজের আছে।
He himself wants to take us back to the service in his eternal abode.
Eternal abode. Then he is arranging many things, many ways. And in the transcendental world, there are waves, four kind of wave that is service mood to the Krishna. That's running always. Here also, they are shadow of that wave. Sometimes the waves himself coming in that mundane world with that power of Krishna. And it is time to time, all the universe, not only our universe, we are living in this earth, Prithvi, but Prithvi within universe, a planet only. But this type of millions of universe living in the Viroja. And over the Viroja, there is living that Vaikuntha Loka. And marginal plane, that is called Brahma Loka. Yasya prabha prabhavatu jagadanda in Brahma Sangita, Koti Sashesha Bhutadhad Vibhuti Vindam Tad Brahma Ishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutan Govindam Adi Purusham Tamahum Bhajami. Srila Govinda Maharaj very simple way translated this sloka. The Brahma Anga Kandita Nirvishesh Prakashe Surya Jana Charma Chukti Jyotir Maharaj. Very simple way he explained this. We are seeing the sun, a lightened ball in the sky, and Brahma knows like that. But inside of the sun there is many things. And also there are waves we can now through the science we can understand. They are also going wave. Wave everywhere running. And that is the nature. He was a passing soul. Always Gachati the Jagat. Gachati means running, always running that way. But service mood of way, that is four kind of service mood. Dasya rasa, Sukha rasa, Vatsalya rasa, and Madhura rasa. And jiva souls going in that way, taking that chance to serve Krishna, that is natural there. And Krishna when appearing himself in this mundane world, that time all an environment coming with Krishna, but it is very এটা কৃষ্ণ যখন আসেন তখন সেটা আমাদের এই পৃথিবীর একটা অংশতে সংকীর্ণ রূপেতে তার প্রকাশটা আমরা দেখতে পাই।
When Krishna comes in this material world, we can only see him in a very vague way.
Limited way. We can see in this mundane world the pastimes of Krishna. Also his avatar. But actually that all is infinite. infinite can come to show himself in the finite world. That is the one kind of nature, infinite also. And that is our good fortune. We are getting the chance time to time. And if we will take that chance, we must be benefited, no doubt. In this Kali-yuga, no other way without chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra to get real liberation and fulfillment of our life. All the scriptural note this way advising us. But when Mahaprabhu himself come and given that with Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Sri Gaura, when Mahaprabhu distributed it in this mundane world, and many of auspicious jivas all got that real liberation and entered into the service. And through Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is organized by Mahaprabhu actually, but coming down from the Golaka Vrindavan, but very broad way organized by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after that, it is nature of this world, not only this world, also it is nature of transcendental world. There also this way, going, everything. But here we are seeing that যখন একটা বিরাট একটা সংকীর্তন যজ্ঞ তার ওয়েভ একটা আসে, তারপরে আবার একটা তার ভাটা আসে, জোয়ার ভাটা যাকে বলে।
Heat and tide. Like when a great wave of Sankirtan comes to the world, like in the coast, the tide.
The mercy of the Lord, and through that mercy they are getting it. When Lord wants to give this Krishna consciousness, that time he sent some his associates, and we are seeing that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he started this movement, and several ways he wants to establish this in this mundane world and wants to clean up what is, we can see the real Sankirtan of Mahamantra. Chetodapanamarjanam Bhava Mahadavalmi Nirvapanam Sriyakairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam Anandam Mudhivaranam Pradipadam Purnam Vikashvadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijaya. In one sloka everything is expressed. Mahaprabhu given only 8 slokas, maybe another 2-3 slokas. Mahaprabhu he chanted, but it is Sikkastakam, and we know Sikkastakam slok composed by Mahaprabhu this way. Anyhow, but he given another 2 things, that is one Brahma Samhita he bought from the South India, and another Krishna Karnamrita. There is full fledged theism of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is English. We can see there everything in Brahma Samhita, that gist way. And also the Rasa Vichar. Science of mellows. Divine relationship with Krishna. And supreme relationship in Madhura Rasa. And that's expressed in that Krishna Karnamrita. That is, Mahaprabhu happily bought that 2 books from the South. But Mahaprabhu, given that Chetodarpana Marchanam sloka, and all expressions are there. Who can chant properly Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he must will get this benefit. All the illusionary environment will go out from him. He will get happiness, he will get ecstasy, he will get form of devotional life, and he will get service to the Krishna in Madhura Rasa, up to Madhura Rasa. Here is mentioned very cleverly, that is Vidyavadhu Jivana. They are very cleverly mentioned. This vital point of this sloka I never seen before anywhere. Bhaktivinoda Thakur very cleverly expressed in his commentary, and it is very broad. We can see in Guru Maharaj's literature there, very clear. He has given it in Sikastakam Bhakha. Anyhow, our destiny is very অত্যন্ত উচ্চস্তর পর্যন্ত হচ্ছে আমাদের destiny.
Most high takes us to the very acme, highest perfection, highest limit.
Highest perfection.
The highest
zenith.
Limit, highest stage.
It's very high.
Highest stage. That is where Krishna himself tried to serve his devotee and cannot serve.
Highest plane.
That is the highest plane. All the devotees servicing Krishna, it is very natural. And it is happening in the Vaikuntha Loka, in the Goloka, in the Vrindavan. Everywhere, jiva souls and his associates always trying to serve that Vishnu or Krishna. But Krishna trying to serve his devotees. That is the position in Madhura Rasa. And Krishna cannot do that. And অতএব ঋণী হয় কহে ভাগবতে নপারো এই হাঙ্গিরবদ্ধ সংযুজান. This sloka in Srimad Bhagavatam
Becomes indebted to his devotee.
He feeling indebted to the devotees and wants to serve the devotees. That is the Krishna's nature. But that is he cannot serve. Then he tried to serve his devotee through their roots. That devotee is devotee. He is giving help to his devotee's devotee. And it is very high thing. Nami Bhakta Jana Partha. Nami Bhakta Jana. Jeme Bhakta Jana Partha. Nami Bhakta Aschate Jana. Mad Bhakta Ananta Je Bhakta. Teni Bhakta Tamama. That clearly told Krishna, who is my devotee? He is my devotee. Everybody knows it. But there is, I have no so eagerness. I want to give that position, real devotee's position, who is servicing my devotee. He is real devotee. That is, what I cannot do, he is doing that. I cannot serve my devotee. But he is servicing my devotee. He is satisfying my devotee. That is his quality. Then I am slave of my devotee's devotee. This is expression of Krishna. And that is very highest thing. And that our goal of life, actually. Only we are telling Goloka, Goloka, Goloka. But what is the goal, Loka? That's we can understand through this conception. But we are so fortunate we have got that through Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, and very broad way, what is the thing, broad now?
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous, attaining.
Wide, wide.
Wide way, all over the world. It has come through Srila Swami Maharaj, and very super fine way it's come out in our front, in our front. Before us, that is Srila Guru Maharaj.
Is this the same thing as when he says that Naham Krishnai Vaikunte?
Yoginam Hridayina Cha Adbhakta Jatra Gayanti Tatsutishchavina. It is really that. Actually, Krishnas have no work. He needs some work, job. Everybody is servicing him. What is his job? He always will try to digest everything. That is not their job. He needs to do something. And transcendental world going that way, everybody doing something there. And what doing, that is very good, very clean, very ecstatical and joyful. Everything they are expression in Brahma Samhita, Sriya Kanta Kanta, Parama Purusha, Kalpatarava, Druma, Bhumischinta, Mani Ganamai, Toyam Amartam, Kathaganam, Nattam, Gamanam, Vangsi Piyasaki, Siddhanandam, Jyoti. This way, many expression of the Golaka, Shetadvipa, we are getting by the mercy of Mahaprabhu through Brahma Samhita. They are everything and everybody servicing to Krishna. That is, they are everybody's life's goal, service to Krishna. What is the work of Krishna? Krishna's have some work. He is trying to satisfy their devotees. But that is, devotee is very clever, not giving chance. That is 24 hours only in a day. Divided in hours, by hours it is 24 hours. And they are engaging themselves 24 hours for the service to Krishna. Then when Krishna will get some gap, there is no gap, and Krishna not getting chance, then he must do something. Then he is trying to go more deeper way, and that is the service to devotees. And that's our fortune. We are getting little chance if we can serve his devotees. Mahaprabhu said it. And aham vipro, nacha narapati, napi vasyo no sutro, naham barni, nacha grihapati, na banasto jyotirva. This way all the Varnashram dharma, Mahaprabhu demolished. He told it is nothing in this mundane world. That it is not our identification actually. What is our identification? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his servitor, they have all the wealth of transcendental world, that is power of Krishna, and they have got in their heart. And my identification is that I am the servitor of Krishna. That is some in Australia, some devotee, many devotees are there, but they are going their own way, somebody. Somebody attached with the Hindu religion, Hinduism, they are preaching Hinduism there. And that devotee also come to me. I not told too much to him, but in the lecture I told, we are not Hindus, actually. Our identification, we are not Brahmin, we are not Kshatriya, we are not Vaishya Shudra, we are not king. Naham Varni, Nacha Grihapati, Na Banastu Jyotirva. But one identification only we have, that is we are Gopi Bhattu Padakamalaya Dasa Dasani Dasa. Here the Varnashram demolished by Mahaprabhu. Also activity of the Sriti, Vaishnava Sriti Shastra. That is Vaishnava Sriti. It is Suti. And Vaishnava Sriti, that activity also demolished by Madhavendra. Nastar Harmi, no Vasunchai, Naiva Kamo Bhoge, Jat Bhavam Bhavat Bhagavan Purva Karman Rupam. এই একটা শ্লোক আছে, আর একটা শ্লোক আছে, another শ্লোক না, সন্ধ্যা বন্দন ভদ্র বস্তু ভবতো ভস্নান তুভ্যম নমঃ ভো দেবা পিতরশ্চ তৎপরমিদো নায়ং খমখন্মতম যত্র কাপি নিশব্দ যাদবকুল তংশস্য খমসদ্দিশ স্মারণ স্মারমহং হরামি তদলং মন্যেহি মন্যেন. That means I heard from someone devotee of Srila Swami Maharaj. He told, one Swami Maharaj told the real religion of India, it will go out from India, and when it's need to practice by Indian, they will bought it. They will bring it from the western.
Come back to India from the west.
Come back to India from the west. That meanings is that if they are very much involved with the rules and regulation of the Vedas and real consciousness, Krishna consciousness, they will not get through that. Real practitioner's life, what is? He will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and must do seva of the devotees. And that way, he will try to practice Krishna consciousness. And that is the gist of the gift of Mahaprabhu. She said, Trinadapi Shunichena, Taroriva Saishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. That means you don't make your enemy anyway. Everybody must be your friend. That way your behavior, you make set right. If you are so humble, then nobody will go against you. Rupa Goswami Prabhu, when some Digvijay Pandit come to Rupa Goswami Prabhu and wants to defeat him, Rupa Goswami Prabhu summarily told, yes, I don't know who I am. I have no capacity to talk with him. Oh, we heard you are great Pandit. Maybe you heard. What you need, please tell me. Then you sign here, you are defeated by me. Yes, I am giving immediately. And he signed a paper. Humility and tolerance. If you are too much tolerant, then nobody will go against you. That is, and if you give honor to others, then everybody will be merciful with you. And Mahaprabhu's advice is that they do not make your enemy anybody. Then no chance will come to make offense to the Vaishnava. You do not know who is Vaishnava and who is non-Vaishnava. And Vaishnava Chinitinare Dever Shakal. Devta, demigods, they cannot recognize who is Vaishnava. Big personality, they cannot recognize who is Vaishnava. Whichever I shall recognize who is Vaishnava. But if I am humble, tolerant, and I shall give honor to others, then I have no chance to do offense to the Vaishnava. That is very nice advice of Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu said, who is not doing offense to Vaishnava, he can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra very properly. Can chant Hare Krishna without offense. That is the main thing. If without offense you can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you will get his presence in your heart. Krishna Nam Dhari Kata Bal. And Vishaya Vasanarali Morchitta Sadajali Robi Tapta Maribhumi Saman. This is expressed by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He will appear in your heart and he himself Krishna, and he will dance in your tongue, but all the transcendental, not mandate. He himself is transcendental. Then where he will stay, that must be transcendental platform. And where he will dance, that also must be transcendental. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said, Dikha kale bhakta kare atma samarpan, সেই কালে কৃষ্ণ তারে করে আত্মসম, সেই দেহ করে তার চিদানন্দময় অপ্রাকৃত দেখে কৃষ্ণের চরণ ভজন. He will get chance to worship Krishna, who is connected with the transcendental knowledge, connected with transcendental world environment. And he can make himself transcendental by the mercy of the Vaishnavas. And then here is 10 kinds of nam aparad and main aparad. All the main, no doubt, but first, Shatang Ninda Namna Paramam Aparadham Vitanute. All the transcendental wealth coming through the agent of Krishna, they are Vaishnava, sadhu. And if I do offense to the sadhu, then Krishna Nam not will be happy with me. And why he will appear in the heart? Why he will appear in my heart? Not will appear. And this way, 10 kinds of nam aparad, nam offense to the Harinam, we must try to avoid. And it is very possibility there if we follow the directives of Mahaprabhu, that Tinada Vishunichena, Tarori Vasheshna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtana Sharari, he can chant properly. Then many things not necessary for this age of Kali-yuga. Only Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatirana. This is the advice of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our Guru Varga, Guru Maharaj, Srila Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur. They, very wide way, they preach all over the world. And now we have got that chance without offense to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And that is, we cannot leave that 10 kinds of offense extremely. Then we must chant always, try to satisfy. And where we have seen the light of the transcendental world, that's, you can say, Vaishnava. We shall try to serve the Vaishnavas. And it is our good fortune that we have got that chance in this age. Who is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he has some quality, good quality. And who is following the good Vaishnava, we shall try to get his association. This way we can make my business in a wide way. It is also one kind of business. We started through Shraddha. Tato sadhu sangha, tato bhajana kriya, tato anartha nittisya, tato nishta ruchis, tato. This is the way of sadhana process of practitioner's life. This is process. Then, adu Shraddha, when faith is necessary for everybody and every religion. We can see their main এটা হচ্ছে সত্তা হচ্ছে ফেথের উপর মেইন সত্তা আপনি বলতে পারেন existence, their main existence existing in the plane of faith. And we can see all the religion that way, not only our Vaishnava Dharma, it is Christianity, it is Mohammedanism, it is Buddhism, everywhere. Faith, first stage, they are giving chance. You must be faithful and must be, what I call it, ভালো সুন্দর একটা ইংরেজি আছে বাংলা তো ভুলে যাচ্ছি ইংরেজি বলতে বলতে very sundar English. Sincerity.
Oh, faith. Living in faith, sincerity.
Sincere seeker, he will get it. Necessary sincerity and faithfulness. Then you will see. When you will eat something, you will feel your stomach going full. You are getting happiness through your food. And you are getting strength through your food. Then, mukti pareshanu bhavo virakti rannatra chaisa trikayaka kala prapadya manasya jatasna sassu tusti pusti khudo payanu khasa. When Bhakti Devi will appear in our heart, she show her form, and through that we can understand Krishna, feelings will come, his presence in our heart, and Pareshanubhav, and Annatra Virakti. Annatra means the illusionary attachment that will go out from us. Annatra Virakti, Bhakti Pareshanubhava, and the mood of devotion, it will increase. We feel it. And that is the main thing. We are proceeding or not, we can understand through that. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we will try to chant without offense, and Mahamantra mercifully will appear in our heart and all the offense will go from that, his appearance. And sometimes devotee asking Srila Guru Maharaj, what we shall think in the time of chanting, when we are chanting beads, what we will think that time. Then what? Guru Maharaj said, not necessary to think anything. Only Hare Krishna. Only you pray to Harinam. You please appear in our heart. And when he will appear, you can see his form. And more joyfulness, happiness in his presence, that transcendental feelings will come in your heart. And you can say, not necessary to ask others, what will be that time. You can say, not necessary to others. Tell that. he will feel it. Gaur Krishna Babaji Maharaj has given very good example. When baby wants to come out from his mother's womb, not necessary to wake up her mother, his mother. Mother himself will wake up. Herself will wake up. And not necessary to others. Yeah, when my baby will come out, you wake up me. Not necessary. Then feelings, it is your own feeling. And it will come to you. You will feel. Bhakti, parishano bhavo, vilokti, vilokti, eko kala, prapanto manasya jadasnatasu, tushti pushti khudo payam ghara. Srimad Bhagavad given this example. Huh? Is it? Anyhow, then Mahaprabhu given that Krishna consciousness and process to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra without offense. And who will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra? That is the Kali-yuga Mahamantra of the age of Kali-yuga. And not necessary to do anything. Only chanting by Hare Krishna Mahamantra you will get everything. Then what is necessary to read everything? It will appear in your heart, you can see. Then, too much energy spending for other things, not necessary. Actually, try to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and serve to the Vaishnavas. Guru Vaishnava. Don't make offense to the Guru Vaishnava. That is only directives given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Trinada Vishuni Chinna Tarori Vasaishna. It is not so easy, no doubt, but we can make it easy if we are try. If we will try, we can make it very easy. If I give honor to you, what? Loss for me? No loss actually. In the case in Bengali phrase, "Jatoi koribe dan tato jabe bere."
The more you give, the more you get back.
Huh?
The more you give, your wealth will increase.
Yes, that is all. This is very diplomatically Mahaprabhu arranged it. Mahaprabhu himself what done, you see, when Prakashananda Saraswati is meeting, Mahaprabhu went there. Mahaprabhu seated where is cleaning the foot, that place. After cleaning his foot, he is seated there. And Prakashananda Saraswati called him, "Oh, Chaitanya, what you are doing? You come in the assembly here in Soma." No, I am very fallen soul. I am not able to sit with you. This way, he showed his humility. Everywhere in Digvijay Pandit, when he defeated Digvijay Pandit, that's also very nice way. He told to Digvijay Pandit, he asked to Mahaprabhu, you are Nimai Pandit, I heard your name. You are very big Pandit. Anyhow, what you are teaching? Mahaprabhu said, I am only Vyakaran. I am teaching grammars of Sanskrit to the boys. But everybody praising you, I heard. I heard your name. And Mahaprabhu said, they have affection for me, that is, they are praising. Anyway, then Mahaprabhu gave asana to the Digvijay Pandit. Oh, we are very fortunate. Today I have seen one big scholar here and in my classroom. Then Please, my prayer, you pray some about Mother Ganga, Ganges. And Digvijay said, can you understand if I pray? Yes, yes. I shall try, and possible. Then Digvijay Pandit, 100 sloka, it is English? Verses. He, through 100 verses, a new verse, immediate, he composed and told as praise of Ganges. Mahaprabhu start, and all the students, they are very surprised. Oh, how big Pandit. Then Mahaprabhu asked, oh, you told these slokas, but which way we understand? You are great Pandit. That you please explain one sloka. Then Vijay, for testing my Pandit, but what sloka I shall explain? Can you say? I told 100 slokas, but what one? Can you say? And Mahaprabhu said, yes. Mahatangangaya jaditnae satadvidama bhati vitalai. This sloka, Mahaprabhu told. And Digvijay was surprised to hear that. And he not hide it. He told, like storm, I told the slokas, which way you memorize one from there. Mahaprabhu said, you are Saraswati Barputra. You have got boon from Mother Saraswati. Someone maybe have got her mercy and he can memorize. But he not told that I memorized. What diplomacy? It is transcendental diplomacy of Mahaprabhu. Then when he explained that sloka, all the good qualities inside of the sloka he explained. Mahaprabhu said, oh, it is very nice. But anything that wrong in your sloka, can you say? And Digvijay little angry. In my sloka, there is wrong, it is impossible. And he said, oh, you are a master of grammar, which way you can understand there what is alankar, etc. Many things inside there, but it is not possible inside there some defect. Mahaprabhu said, oh, why you are thinking like that, sir? Sir, it is in Kalidas, in Bhavabhutis, many big Pandit before they also appear, and their sloka also some defect. We can see. Maybe here some defect. Then Digvijay angry moved and told, you can show anything. If you order me, I shall try to show. Then Mahaprabhu showed some defect, and not so heavy, but one way it is very heavy defect. Then Digvijay is stunned and cannot speak anything. And he surprised which way choked my tongue. Then he gone back. But Mahaprabhu, full honor given to Digvijay. His student, they are smiling, trying to smile. Somebody critics size mood swing, and Mahaprabhu chastised all the students. What you are doing? Nonsense. And he praised these boys. Not know. You are great Pandit. Maybe today your health is not good, mind is not good. That is, you cannot talk too much. Tomorrow we shall talk again. And he gave much honor and sent Digvijay to his tent. This is the policy of Mahaprabhu, giving honor to others, which way it is possible is shown. Also Prakashananda Saraswati, he defeated Prakashananda Saraswati this way. When Prakashananda Saraswati said, why you are not reading Vedanta? You are sannyasi in our sampradaya. You must read Vedanta Darshan. And Mahaprabhu said, I am foolish, unqualified. I have no qualification which I shall read Vedanta. I took sannyas. That time my Guru Maharaj said to me, oh, you foolish, you cannot read Vedanta. Anyhow, not necessary to read Vedanta. You chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You will get everything through that mantra. And my Guru said, তুমি মূর্খ তোমার নাহি বেদান্তাধিকার কৃষ্ণ নাম জপ সদা এই মন্ত্র সার you chant Hare Krishna. Who is great Pandit, he will discuss about Vedanta. But you are very small, you chant Hare Krishna. And my Guru said, chant Hare Krishna. By his order I am chanting Hare Krishna and I am getting this dancing and crying and feelings. Everything, it is not mine actually. It is coming through the mantra in my body. I do not know what I am doing. And this way, Mahaprabhu expressed to Prakashananda Saraswati. And later, Prakashananda Saraswati think, this is necessary for our life. What doing Krishna Chaitanya, that is main life's goal. And what we are doing, this is wrong. And he fall down to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Maharaj. When he finish it is very simple way. Anyhow, the Mahaprabhu shown it. And Mahaprabhu teach us. And that teachings come now in the Western world. By the mercy of our Guru. Then we will try to chant that Hare Krishna Mahamantra without offense. And with humility, tolerance, and giving honor to others, that is our mool practicing, main practicing process, fundamental practicing process. Jai Om Vishnuvat Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnuvat Sri Govinda Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Om Vishnuvat Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Anandamani Vishwaminda ki Jai. Prabhupada Sriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Viman Guru Varga ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Pramanande. Jai Vishnuvat Bhakti Srila Govinda Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Govinda Maharaj ki Jai. World Tour 1992